I'm Lauren Turman. 16-year-old Diego Bernardo Ambrosio Perez has been missing in Memphis since last week. His family sat down and spoke exclusively with ABC 24 about what has been going on since he went missing and who he was as a person. Now, there are a lot of details in this case, so bear with me as I go over parts of the police report. According to Memphis police, they received a call saying that Diego was in somebody's car early in the morning on November 25th. That person asked him to leave the car repeatedly, to which he eventually did and did not make any threats against him, and that person decided not to press charges. When police arrived on the scene, they found Diego in an apartment complex and asked him for some identifying information. They then had to request the help of Homeland Security investigators to successfully secure any identifying information like his name and date of birth. They eventually did that. Now, here's where things get a little bit more crowded in this story. From there, they tried to figure out who could keep custody of Diego. So first they took him to Tillman Station, but they eventually decided that they couldn't keep him there because the only charge against him was a curfew violation. They then tried to take him to Shelby County's Youth Detention and Education Center. They also said they could not hold him in custody. They then took him to his only known address on file, and the homeowner came out and essentially said he hasn't been living here. Then they called Tennessee's Department of Children's Services and eventually put Diego into their care. Now, the family tells us that ever since he's been in their care, they have not really received adequate communication from DCS. They've been saying they've tried to be in contact with a caseworker and other members of the organization, but have not received any information about where Diego is at this point. Now, a little bit of potentially good news in all of this is that today they heard he may be held at a behavioral center in the Memphis area, but they said when they arrived at that center, they were not able to see Diego at all, so it's unconfirmed if he even is at that center at this point. And as they continue searching for him, they hope that they can get more information from DCS or other organizations who were involved with his detainment to eventually find their son, their brother, and their loved one in this case, and we'll be sure to keep you updated as we learn more information.